Hi, I'm Dr. Teresa Haug-Belvin, and I will be your UI 100 instructor for this 4-week summer course. I want to take a few minutes to show you how to navigate the course website so that you can see how everything is going to be organized. Now, I can't fit the entire web page into the little square that I'm working with on this particular program, but just so you know that when you look at the page, you will be able on the left-hand side to see my contact information. The quickest and easiest way to reach me during these 4 weeks is through email. I am sometimes in my office and I am sometimes working from home, but either way I am always checking my email, so that's really the quickest way to reach me. I have also listed on the website my virtual office hour times, which means that if you email me during those times, I should be able to respond to you very quickly. So please don't ever hesitate to let me know what I can help you with. If you look at the right-hand side of the page, and you can sort of see the edge of it here, I have some links that you might find helpful. The first link is the contact information if you have technical difficulties. Now, I would suggest that you enter this phone number into your phone in case for some reason you're unable to log on to the website at all. That way you can just call them directly and let them know what's going on. I know many of you access this course website through the portal. However, if for some reason the portal should go down, you should still be able to access the course through learning.cmo.edu. So if you just enter learning.cmo.edu into your web browser, this link, that link should still get you directly to this site. I have a link also over here to the university's academic honesty policy, and I have additional information about that on your course syllabus. I have the institution's statement of non-discrimination and a link to, you can sort of see where it starts to say accommodations here, a link to disability services if for some reason you think that you might need an accommodation. As we look through kind of the middle of the page here, this is where we begin to see the meat of the class. So this top box, which starts here under this welcome sign, has information that you're going to need to review in order to access the rest of the class. In fact, you won't be able to see the week 1 information until you review all of this information and pass the course syllabus quiz at least a 90%. Once you pass that quiz at a 90%, then you can access week 1's information. I should mention here that this is obviously just a 4-week class, so late work will not be accepted. Will not be accepted without any kind of documented reason. I've got additional information in the syllabus, but when I say documented reason, what I mean is some sort of funeral notice, a doctor's notice that you had to be hospitalized. I'm not talking about, the email that you send a couple of minutes after something was due saying, sorry, I didn't get this in on time. There's no time for that during a 4-week class. So either you have an assignment in on time or you don't have it in on time. And if you don't, then you'll have to accept a 0 score on that. And so if you are someone who has planned a vacation during these 4 weeks at some point, I would really strongly advise you to just go ahead and drop the class. You cannot take a 4-week class that contains 16 weeks of material and expect to be able just to tap out every now and then. You're going to have to be all in for the next 4 weeks. There are 500 points available over the course of the next 4 weeks. And in your course syllabus, I have the breakdown of those points. So make sure that you review that. This class announcements link will have a listing of any announcements that I send out to the class as a whole. So when I submit an announcement, it will generate an email to you. But if for some reason you lost the email, you could always come back to this link and see the list of announcements there. I've also provided you with a Q&A discussion board where you're welcome to post any general questions you may have about the class. Sometimes other students will see those questions and actually can answer it quicker than I can. Please don't submit any personal questions, like a question about a grade that you received on this board. If you have a question like that, you need to email me directly. I've provided a forum rubric here and I would encourage you to review that carefully as we dive into the first week of forum postings. It is critical to remember that acceptable forum postings are not a couple of sentences or a couple of lines long. I will be posting questions and I expect you to spend time comprehensively answering those questions. And so finally in this section, I have provided you with the university's academic calendar. This link will take you to that academic calendar, and it will show you, like, if you need to drop the course, when you can drop it in order to receive a refund, or it's got all sorts of other deadlines in there as well. So make sure you refer to that. This heading here talks about the course syllabus. This link takes you directly to your course syllabus. You need to review it closely, as this really serves as the contract for the course. This is why I have you take a quiz over it to ensure that you have a good grasp of the material. And again, once you pass that quiz at a 90% or higher, you'll be able to see the week 1 information. Now, I can already see the week 1 information because I put it together. And so I'm going to show you here how everything is going to be organized. At the top of every week, there will be an outline and objectives link. Make sure that you review the information in that very carefully. Underneath the link directly, I'll have the weekly assignments and their due dates highlighted, but you need to make sure that you click on this link so you can see what the objectives are, what all the resources are, and then just verify that you've completed all the assignments that you need to complete. The next heading that you see is the Readings, Videos, and Resources heading. And underneath this heading, you'll see a video or two of me covering the week's material and any other readings or videos that will supplement your course textbook. I also indicate what chapters you need to read in your textbook for the week. Really critical that you review all of this information. It's, sometimes I'll get students who will ask me questions, and it's, that question's already been answered and the material that I've provided. So do make sure that you review all of this information carefully at the beginning of the week. The final heading each week is the assignments heading. And this is where you will find the assignment descriptions, any drop boxes, forum postings, quizzes, etc. If you have never taken an online course before, and if you have never dealt with Moodle before, Moodle is our class management system, and so if you've never done that before, I would really encourage you to not wait until the last minute to complete your assignments, because you're going to need a little bit of time to sort of figure out how to navigate all of this. And if you ever run into an issue, do be sure to let me know. Each week, once you sort of drop down, you'll be able to see when the next weeks are going to open here. Each week is going to be set up the same way, so once you get the hang of it, after week 1, you'll be good to go. Now, in order to be successful in this class, you do need to log on at the beginning of each week. You need to review all of the information carefully, especially the assignments. That way, if you have questions, you can ask me early in the week. That ensures that I have enough time to get back to you so that you can complete the assignment. You will notice that assignments are generally going to be due at 11:59 p.m. On the day that they're due. I recognize some of you probably work during the day and will need the nighttime to work on assignments. If you email me at 11 o'clock at night, because you've got a question about something that's due at 11:59 p.m., I'm not going to answer it because I'll be in bed asleep probably. So do allow yourself enough time early in the week to ask me any questions that you might have. I can tell you that the single biggest reason that people do poorly in this class is because they wait until the last minute to do something and then they're not able to get it in on time. As I mentioned previously, I won't accept late work. I can't do that in a 4-week class. There are no opportunities for extra credit, so it is in your best interest to know what is coming up and to plan accordingly. You can follow the course calendar on the website, on the course syllabus, and you'll be able to see exactly what's going to be coming up, so that should give you an idea as to what's going to be expected of you over the course of the next 4 weeks. I realize this is a lot of information, but I wanted to ensure that I have it all covered. If you need anything, please let me know early on so I can help you out. Good luck with everything. I look forward to meeting with you online and to learning a little bit more about you. Thanks, and have a good one.